Hey, how you doing? So it seems that time. It's time for us to try to get the Save America Act passed. Let's check updates, right? See anything happen with the Save America Act in the last few hours? I haven't checked that yet. Should we check that out? I think that's a prudent thing to do. Probably. Let's just check news on the Save America Act. Let's just do that. I apologize that I planned on starting an hour earlier, and then I had all sorts of difficulties actually getting here by 1:30. I had stuff I had to take care of, and then I saw that Robert Gouveia was streaming anyway. I was like, I don't need to run to that buzzsaw. Yes, he's properly very popular. Senate opens bitter debate on stiffening voting rules. Okay, that's not anything. That's not anything to be worried about. Wait. Bitter debate on stiffening. That's good. That sounds like it could be good. Stiffening voting. Wait. Oh, I thought they meant like Senate voting. Okay. As opposed to election. This is what we got here. Share screen. Entire screen. You're going to definitely need the audio. You're definitely going to need the audio. So we're giving you the audio. Okay. That is the audio. GOP divided on debate for SAVE Act. That doesn't really say anything. No, this is stupid. We're going to use the SAVE Act. This is gay. Gay. This is the stupidest thing in the world. No one cares. This is classic neocon lip service crap. That's useless. No, it's not helping you in elections at all, especially if you're enabling them to cheat. So you're getting an extra 1%, and they'll get an extra, not even 1%. You're kidding me? Get an extra 0.002%. And meanwhile, they'll be cheating at a rate of like 12%. Idiot. Stupid. Gosh. Senator Thune. Useless. It's useless. He's useless. All right, let's start calling for people. What good is it to help bring out the vote if the whole point to save it, if they're able to stop us from preventing them from cheating? That's the whole point. It's the dumbest thing in the world. You think we're stupid? You think it was stupid? Unbelievable. John thinks we're stupid. Aggravating. All right. Oh, it's going to be really good because I'm going to be getting voices now. Let's start with John Thune. Yes, this is live.
How may I direct your call?
Can I get Senator John Thune's office, please?
Hi, this is Senator John Thune. Thank you for calling my office. If you would like to leave me a message, please press 1.
I gotta talk to someone.
If you would like to hear general information about office locations and services,
I want to talk
please
to
press
someone.
2. If you'd like to speak to a member of my staff,
Oh,
please
yeah.
press 3.
That's what I want.
Hi, this is Senator John.
Wait while I transfer your call.
Hi, this is Senator John Thune. We are currently unavailable to answer your call. Please leave a detailed message containing your name, address, and phone number or email address where we can reach you. I appreciate you calling. We will get back to you as soon as possible.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Thune, I read today that you're threatening Democrats that we're going to go on the record and come elections and tell everyone how they stood against the Save America Act, and Democrats are going to go down in flames. The whole point of the Save America Act is that we're worried that they're cheating. So how many extra votes do you think you're going to get because of this speaking point, compared to how much cheating they can do? This is the stupidest thing in the world. No one cares about the record. We don't care about the record. We care about you getting this thing passed, and it's very easy to pass it. I'm going to tell you, you want to know who's going down in flames if we don't pass this? The GOP. That's who's going down in flames, because the one thing that we're promising, we're not delivering. You're the responsibility here. You have an opportunity here. You can get this thing passed. You know how. You simply need to apply the 2-speech limit strictly. You say, look, this is it, 2 speeches, and then we're going to have a debate. And that 2 speeches are a debate, and then we're having a vote. No cloture, no nothing. You don't need 60 votes, no nothing. You know how to get this done. And if you don't get it done, I'm telling you now, we're going down in flames. And the next time you're up for re-election, you are going down in flames. Or you can have a legacy forever. You can remember it as greatness forever if you get this thing passed. This is your time. And I'm urging you not to let it pass. We're not going to give you some excuse of some stupid Pyrrhic victory like, oh, yeah, we got a speaking point in the 2026 midterms. No one cares about that. We care about victory here now on getting this thing passed. And we know that you have it in your power to get it done. So we're urging you, make sure you get it done.
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, 3. To re-record it, 4.
Should I play
to
it?
add to it, 5.
To
To discard it, 6.
Let's play it. Let me see. Senator Thune, I read today that you're threatening Democrats that we're going to go on the record and come elections and tell everyone how they stood against the Save America Act, and Democrats are going to go down in flames. The whole point of the Save America Act assistance.
is
that we're worried that they're cheating. So how many extra votes do you think you're going to get because of this speaking point, compared to how much cheating they can do? This is the stupidest thing in the world. No one cares about the record. We don't care about the record. We care about you getting this thing passed, and it's very easy to pass it. I'm going to tell you, you want to know who's going down in flames if we don't pass this? The GOP. That's who's going down in flames, because the one thing that we're promising, we're not delivering. You're the responsibility here. You have an opportunity here. You can get this thing passed. This is
you know
good.
how. You simply need to apply the 2-speech limit strictly.
I'm finally getting
Say,
assistance.
look, this is it, 2 speeches, and then we're going to have a debate. And that 2 speeches are a debate, and then we're having a vote. No cloture, no nothing. You don't need 60 votes, no nothing. You know how to get this done. And if you don't get it done, I'm telling you now, we're going down in flames. And the next time you're up for re-election, you are going down in flames. Or you can have a legacy forever. You can remember it as greatness forever if you get this thing passed. This is your time. And I'm urging you not to let it pass. We're not going to give you some excuse of some stupid Pyrrhic victory like, oh, yeah, we got a speaking point in the 2026 midterms. No one cares about that. We care about victory.
That's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm saying here.
Know that you have it in your power to get it done. So we're urging you. To send this message, press pound.
Good. Good. Okay. Who else we got? Tell me who you want. I gotta get it in fast. I got lots to say. I have lots to say. What do you mean? I gotta get it in fast. What am I supposed to do here? All right. Need to figure out who to call. Who should we call? Let's see. Let's look at our list here. Let's look at our list. List 100 U.S. senators. Okay, so go through our list here. And so far, do you think I should focus on Democrats or Republicans? That's the real question. Oh, I like this. I like this. That's a good idea. I like this. Let's go to Mike Lee. Great call. here. Remind you all to call your U.S. Senator today. Also, don't just send a $10 super chat. Make a request on who I should call. But I like Mike Lee. That's a great call.
You've reached the United States Capitol switchboard. Please say the name of the senator or representative that you are trying to reach, or say, I'm not sure.
Mike Lee.
Connecting you to the office of Senator
Mike Lee.
Dialing.
Hi, you reached Senator Mike Lee's office. We're sorry our staff is unable to answer your call at this time. Please do leave a message, and we will try and respond to your call as soon as possible. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Mike Lee, I love you, brother. You are the most based senator on Capitol Hill. You're amazing. I'm urging you, the way we get this thing passed, and no one's going to do it but for you, the way we got to get passed is you have to push forward on that. We need to have a 2-speech limit. No invoking cloture, no just open debate. We're going to strictly enforce the rules. That's the only way we'll get this thing passed. You need to make it known that this thing getting passed or dying is up to one person, and that is John Thune. You have to put that onus on him. We need to put the onus on him that he knows that the entire GOP is looking to him, that this thing dies, it's because of him, and if it lives, it's because of him. And this way he can be remembered in infamy or for greatness. But America will not forget. MAGA will not forget. The GOP will not forget. This is his moment. And all he needs to do, and that you go out there and you make it public, this is how it gets passed. We strictly enforce the 2-speech limit. You know what I'm talking about, my friend. I know you're a very, very smart attorney, very great senator. I know you know what I'm talking about. So I'm urging you, please make sure that you make this a public spectacle that the entire world has their fixation exclusively on John Thune. No one else, not Democrats, not anyone else. Just John Thune. Put the pressure on him and let's get this thing through. I believe in you, brother. We're going to get this thing. We're going to bring it home. Take care, my friend. This is Joe Neerman, a.k.a. Good Logic. I had the privilege of speaking with you on Spaces once.
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. Your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
How do I get an extension? What does that mean? If I press numbers, I just start pressing numbers? Your senators from Virginia are Kane and Warner. Call John Kennedy. Would love to hear his voice. Okay. All right. Yeah, I can call John Kennedy. I'll get him on with this also.
You've reached the United States Capitol switchboard. Please say the name of the senator or representative that you are trying to reach, or say, I'm not sure.
John Kennedy.
Connecting you to the office of Senator
John Kennedy.
Dialing.
That's a good message. Come on, someone pick up.
Thank you for calling the office of Senator John Kennedy.
Look at his voice.
Sorry we
Even
missed your call as we are busy assisting other callers at the moment.
you're not
Please
busy
leave a
assisting
detailed
other
message along
callers.
with your name and contact information. You may also reach Senator Kennedy online by visiting www.kennedy.senate.gov and clicking on the Contact the Office tab. Please know that your call is very important to us.
Is it?
Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Kennedy, you are one of the most awesome senators I've ever had the privilege of listening to. I love how based you are. I love your takes. I'm urging you to get the Save America Act passed. And the way we get it passed is by directing John Thune, informing the world as in ways that only you can, sir, that we need to have strict application of the two-speech limit. Strict application of the two-speech limit, and have open debate until they run out of senators and they're just exhausted. And that at that point, you have your vote. That's the only way we're getting this thing passed. We're never getting the 60 votes. We're never going to be able to get a vote on cloture. Is basically a demand to just put this thing to bed and kill it. And you know that. We all know that. But if John Thune, if we put the pressure on John Thune that, hey, we're putting the spotlight on you. You either strictly apply this rule or you don't. And we die. This thing dies and we lose elections and we're all going to hang
You
together.
have reached the maximum length for a recording.
I
To
wanna do
send
that
this
over.
message, press pound or hang up.
Let's do
To
that
play
over.
it, 3.
I don't like
To
it.
re-record it, 4. To add to it, record your message at the tone, then press pound.
Senator Kennedy, you are based in one of the most awesome senators I've ever had the privilege of listening to here. I'm calling about the Save America Act and urging you to help it get passed by putting the pressure on John Thune, making it public that whether this bill passes and gets signed or dies there in the Senate is exclusively on one person, and that is Senator John Thune and his demand that they strictly apply the two-speech limit. And that's what I'm urging you to do, that you go out there and you inform the public that if John Thune wants this to pass, it will pass. And if he doesn't want it to pass, and if it passes, it's only because of him. And if it dies, it's only because of him. Put the public pressure on him that he knows that MAGA and the GOP are all going to be aware that this success or failure of this bill is exclusively on him and whether he strictly applies that. And if he ever goes for cloture, that's suicide. That's a cyanide pill that he's taking there.
You have reached the maximum length for
It's
a
a short
recording.
message.
To send this message, press pound or hang up.
I think
To
that's
play
big
it,
enough.
your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now.
That's what I've been doing.
Goodbye.
That's what I've been doing. Give strategies to Republicans and call as a Democrat to the Democrat folks and basically say to them that we need this thing passed. Otherwise, MAGA is going to say we're cheating, and they're gonna come out and vote in force, and we're going to have another Trump and another Trump. We're going to have 2 terms of Donald Trump and Don Jr. We're going to get freaking Barron Trump in there. It's going to be a disaster. I'm going to have Trump for the rest of my life in the White House. Most of them are 90 seconds. His is short. That's okay. I would urge you to please hit the like button and share. That is important. It is important. I really just live for the likes. That's what it's all about ultimately. Living for the likes. Okay, let's get this. I'm gonna check it over in the ghetto. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, let's get that. Is there really only 24 people in the ghetto? No. I should ask Robert to redirect me when he's done. All right. Let's see what we got next. Let's see who is next. That is exactly not what they say, actually. That's like exactly not what they say. Thank you very much. Okay, let's see. Let's look through our list here as to who we should be looking at. Tom Cotton. That's a good one. Let's go with Tom Cotton. All right. Where did my phone go? I have way too many tabs. Uh-oh. I'm having a computer issue. That's not good. Oh, I know what happened. All right, Tom Cotton.
In the Capitol switchboard, I'm an extra call.
Yeah, Tom Cotton, please.
Certainly. One moment to connect the call.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hello, you have reached the D.C. office of Senator Tom Cotton. Please leave your name, number, and a brief message, and we will get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for your call.
Hey, Senator Tom Cotton. This is Joe Neerman, a.k.a. Good Logic. I'm calling because we need to get the Save America Act passed. And I want to just mention that the most effective strategy for getting it passed is by putting the pressure on John Thune. That we go out there, all senators go out there, the GOP senators go out there, and they say this thing, living or dying, is exclusively on one person, and that is John Thune. If he strictly enforces the 2-speech limit, this thing will pass. And if he doesn't, eventually they're going to try and invoke cloture, and it will die because you're never going to get your 60 votes. So you need to basically go out there and say, this is on John Thune. He can have his legacy built overnight. This month is when before the end of the month, he can have his legacy built forever, that he's remembered as a legend, or he'll go down as in infamy as the guy who never let us fix our elections. This is what MAGA was promised. This is the bill. This is the one thing that we've been standing on united, that the Democrats agree with, that has public pressure, that everyone in America wants us to have elections that are more reliable than some stupid tin pot dictator election type of bean counting that they do in Russia or in Colombia, that we show that we have actually fair, legitimate in elections that not just have integrity, but transparency of integrity. And that you put that pressure on John Thune, that if he does this right, it will pass, and let the entire world know this, and it will be on him. And if it fails...
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up.
No, we're
to
definitely
play
doing
it, record your message at the tone, then press pound.
Senator Cotton, this is Joe Neerman, a.k.a. Good Logic. I'm a YouTube podcast and attorney, and I'm calling to let you know that I'm live streaming this right now and talking to my audience as I'm calling different senators, and specifically the based senators, the senators who I have confidence in, who actually can help get the Save America Act passed. And that's why I'm calling you, Senator Cotton, because I think you can be one of the people who can help put pressure on John Thune by going out there and saying, hey, look, this thing passing or dying lies in one person's hands, and that's John Thune. All he needs to do is to strictly enforce the 2-speech limit, and this thing will ultimately pass. But if he does not, and they invoke cloture, that is a cyanide pill that he is taking, because we know you're not getting the 60 votes. But you don't need to invoke cloture. You just need to strictly enforce the 2-speech limit. And you say that this is his moment. He can rise as a legend and be remembered by MAGA forever in delivering the main promise that we got: close the border, fix our elections. This is his moment. And if it dies, it's on him exclusively. He's the only person to blame for it. You make it clear to the public that that's what's happening. He will stand up and he will rise up to the moment. Otherwise, he will twist like a little worm, and we both know it. So I'm urging you, please get it done. We need this thing done. I'm pleading with you, begging you, force him to invoke strict application of the 2-speech limit. God bless you, my friend. Thank you so much. Please get it done. And we'll know, trust, we all know who's really putting the pressure. So please get it done. We need your help right now.
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now. Goodbye.
Okay. Who said Marino, Ohio, our president's state? I actually called them both yesterday. I called Houston yesterday. I didn't call Marino, so I'm going to go with, I don't think I called Marino. I remember calling Houston. I don't remember calling Marino. Let me see something. I go to Marino. Where's Marino? Bernie Marino. Okay. Let's make this a little bit. What do we got on Bernie Marino? I like getting a feel for who I'm talking to, so I feel like I do a more effective job. Bernie purchased first car dealership in 2005. Okay, yeah. But he's brand new. Let's ask Grok what he's about. Hey, Grok, give me like an overview as to what makes Senator Bernie Marino tick.
Sure, let's dig into Bernie Marino real quick. Bernie Moreno. Yeah, I think you meant him, since Marino pops up as a common mix-up, is Ohio's freshman Republican senator, sworn in back in 2025 after flipping the seat from Sherrod Brown. He's the guy who came from Columbia at 5 years
All right,
old.
stop
built
talking.
A massive...
He's been about America First. That's what I'm reading here. America First, no nonsense on borders, big on killing EV mandates so folks can actually afford cars without government meddling. He pushed bills to axe dual citizenship, boost auto jobs, even cut tax breaks for fancy projects that don't create enough work. Freshman year, perfect attendance, deals on health stuff like Obamacare, tweaks. All right, this all sounds pretty good. This sounds pretty good. Is he actually good, Brian? I'm asking you, Brian. Is he actually any good? I'm going to start calling. Let's call.
Good afternoon, Capital Exchange.
Senator Bernie Marino, please.
One moment, please.
Thank you.
Hi, this is Senator Bernie Marino from the great state of Ohio. It's an honor and privilege for me to serve as your United States Senator.
That sounds
Our
nice.
office hours are Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Of course, your call is very important to me. Please leave a brief message, including your name and contact information, and a member of my team will return your call as soon as possible. Thank you, and have a great day.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Marino, this is Joe Neerman, aka Good Logic. I'm calling you because you've been identified as one of the based members of the Senate, and I'm desperately trying to help get the Save America Act passed. Now, I know you're a freshman senator, but everything I've seen about you seems awesome. And that's why I want to point out to you, this thing can pass. The way it best passes is if the pressure is publicly put on John Thune that this bill, living or dying, passing or just being rejected and being forgotten in the annals of history, is on one person, and that is John Thune. If he strictly applies the two speech limits, you never need to invoke cloture. You won't need the 60 votes, and this thing will pass. He just needs to say that you can only speak 2 times maximum. And eventually they run out. They got nothing left to say. That's the way this thing passes. If he invokes cloture, that's a cyanide pill. That's him trying to kill this thing. And the public will know that it's completely on him, that he's either a legend and gets this thing passed, which is something that 85% of all Americans, left or right, black, white, brown, yellow, purple, doesn't matter, everyone wants. If passing is on him, it dying is on him. Let that be publicly known that it's exclusively on him, and that worm will come along and actually start invoking that rule. Please help put the pressure on him. We need this thing passed, and we need based members of the Senate like you to get it done. I thank you for your service, my friend, and I have utmost respect. God bless. Godspeed.
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. Your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now.
Let's see what
I did not recognize that as a valid entry. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now. I did not recognize that as a valid entry. If you would like to try an extension, you may...
It's calling Mullen. Calling Mullen. I go to Hawley next.
You've reached the United States Capitol Switchboard. Please say the name.
Mark Wayne Mullen.
Connecting you to the office of Representative
Gwen Moore.
Who? Who?
Dialing.
No. Who?
Hello, thanks for calling Congresswoman Gwen Moore's office. How can I help you?
Yeah, I asked for a different name and they shoved me over to you. I wanted Mark Wayne Mullen and they heard Gwen Moore. I don't know what that is. Can you transfer me?
I cannot transfer you, but I can help you find. You said Mark Wayne Mullen's office.
Oh, that's what I said. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Let me see.
Who did I get?
Yeah, this is Congresswoman Gwen Moore from Wisconsin.
From Wisconsin. No, Republican or Democrat?
A Democrat.
All right.
So interesting that.
I think they just misheard. I think they just misheard the system misheard when I said Mark Wayne Mullen. They just heard Gwen Moore. So.
So you were at like an automated system.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what happened there.
So I can give you his like Washington D.C. office. Looks like I found it online. So it's 202 224 4721.
4721. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Have a good day.
Yeah, bye.
We're not doing that. I got the same number. I keep redialing. Going back.
Capitol Switchboard, how may I direct your call?
Can I get Senator Mark Wayne Mullen, please?
Hello. You have reached the Washington, D.C. office of Senator Mullen. Currently, nobody is available to take your call right now. And if you are a constituent, please leave your name and contact number. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Mullen, this is Joe Neerman, a.k.a. Good Logic. First and foremost, I want to congratulate you on your appointment to DHS and wish you best of luck in getting that confirmation. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm calling about the Save America Act. That while you're still serving as a senator, I'm urging you to help put the pressure to actually get this thing passed, which, as you know, is wildly popular compared to virtually any bill that's ever come through Congress. And the only reason it's going to live or die is on one person, and that is John Thune. And we need John Thune to strictly apply the two-speech limit. If he applies that, seeing as how this has already passed through cloture the first time that this bill was passed, and then it was revised down in the House and now brought back up to the Senate, so you don't need to go through the whole cloture process anymore. All you need to do is to strictly apply the two-speech limit. And the only person who can make that determination is John Thune. Your fellow senators, the based members of the GOP need to go out publicly and say this thing, living or dying, is exclusively up to John Thune. If it dies, it's his fault. And if it succeeds, it's exclusively because of him. Let him know that he'll be living as a legend or an infamy, because this is something that was promised to us. This is the one thing that we need to survive as a country, to be a unified country, to have trust in the integrity of our elections. I'm begging you, my brother, please get it done. Put the pressure on him publicly, that everyone knows that we don't want names on the record or votes on the record.
You have reached the maximum length for a recording.
go.
To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now. Goodbye.
Keep plowing. I want to be yelling at, I want to get a staff member. That's why I'm hoping, that's what I'm calling during the day. I'm hoping I get a staff member. You know what I'm saying? We're going Senate, not House. Right now we're doing the Senate. Should call Rand Paul? Yeah, why not? I want to get his take on Jack Reed and Sheldon Whitehouse. Well, I said I'm going to answer super chats. So I'm going to do that. Come back to Rand Paul. We'll come back to Rand Paul. Let's see. Jack Reed and Sheldon Whitehouse. Sheldon Whitehouse, I know he looks like that guy who was Jack McCoy from Law and Order. Right? I don't know. Okay, we can try. I don't know anything about Jack Reed. What do we have on Jack Reed? Rhode Island, Jack Reed. He's an old guy. About. Oh, now I recognize that face. I went to Harvard in 1982. All right. So here we go. Champion for middle class families.
Exchange, how may I direct your call?
I think it's Senator Jack Reed, please.
Please.
Senator Reed's office.
Yeah, hi. I'm calling about the Save America Act. I'm trying to figure out what's going on with this, because frankly, everyone I know wants this thing to pass. Black, white, Democrat, Republican, we all want this thing to pass. I'm trying to understand, why is it that my senator is telling me he's voting against this thing?
Well, I can't speak for the senator, but I can pass along a message for you.
Because this is what ends up happening. Please pass this along. Let him know that it's very, very frustrating to us that what happens is all these stupid maggots come out there and they believe that elections are stolen, which we know obviously they're not, but they all believe that, and it riles them up, and that's how we end up getting this freaking fat man in the White House. And we're gonna the next time we're gonna end up getting, if this thing fails, if this thing dies, and everyone sees, oh, it's the Democrats who are killing it, it makes people believe that we're cheating. That's what makes everyone believe. How are we ever going to win? Why should I even? I'm starting to question why would we not be supporting this thing? Who doesn't want election integrity? What are we counting these things with beans? I mean, does what I'm saying sound crazy to you?
I can pass your message along for you, sir.
Please do. Please tell him that all of my friends, we go around chanting "Vote Blue" no matter who, going out marching in the streets with people. And the one thing that we actually agree with Republicans on is that this thing has to get passed. It has to get passed. Tell Senator Reid. I know that Democrats, I know we always tend to stand together. It's okay to be an outlier. He's a strong guy. He can stand out against the rest of his peers and say, you know what, this is just stupid. Our constituents are all demanding that we get this thing passed. Please tell him to show that fortitude. I believe in Jack Reed. I believe in this man. Please make sure that he does that.
I'll make sure your message gets through. Could I get your name and zip code, please?
Yeah, I mean but here's the thing. I don't want it to just. I want it to resonate with him. I want it. That's why I'm frustrated, because how do I talk to him? How do I get him involved? I'm just very frustrated. I thank you. Look, I thank him for his service. He's obviously a great man. I'm just asking you, please, just get it done. And thank you so much. I don't like lying. 02904. 02904. Yeah, okay. All right, Sheldon Whitehouse. Let's go. What can you tell me about Sheldon Whitehouse? The fake smile. He gave me a zip code. I just don't like lying. I don't feel comfortable lying. All right. Let's try Sheldon.
Capital Exchange, how may I direct your call?
Can I get Senator Sheldon Whitehouse, please?
Hold, please.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Senator Whitehouse's office. How can I help you today?
Yeah, hi. I'm calling because I'm very confused. And I just don't understand what's happening in Congress there. We've got this Save America Act. Every one of my friends here is saying that this thing is really necessary if we're ever going to just put MAGA away once and for all. Because we're tired. We're tired of hearing this complaint that, elections are stolen and they're cheated. Everyone knows that, let's face it, anyone can get voter ID. Doesn't matter, white, black, Asian, Native Americans can get freaking voter ID. We all know this to be the case. That we need to actually send a message saying, you know what? That's right. Bring it on. The fairer the elections, the better the outcome is going to be for us. And otherwise, we look like cheaters. The reason that we've got President Orange right now is because you got these crazy maggots all riled up in this stupid cult where they actually think that there's cheating going on. We put this thing to bed, and that's what all of my friends are sitting here screaming, saying, why are we standing against this thing? It doesn't make any sense.
Okay, understood. I can pass that message along.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yes,
tell him to be strong and be brave. He can stand up against the other Democrats. He's a strong man. He's an awesome senator. Tell him to stand up strong, please.
I understood.
Thank you.
Actually, if you don't mind, could I get a zip code for you very quickly?
Oh, you want a zip code 02904? Is that you're gonna send me mail? What's gonna happen?
No, we just check residency. We batch comments from people from Rhode Island and people from outside the state a little different way. So I'll just check that.
Okay. Oh, so
Yeah.
there you go. So I gave you a zip code.
Yeah, thank you.
Have a great day.
You as well.
He asked for a zip code, not my zip code. I'll give you a zip code. 90210 02904. He asked for a zip code. He didn't ask for my zip code. That's not what I heard. Okay. Oh, my pleasure. All right. Who we have next? Who's next? Okay. What do we got? Who's someone asked me a name before? Let's see. Someone mentioned something before. There was a name I was going with before. Did I end up calling Mark Wayne Mullen? Did I get through Mark Wayne Mullen? That's who it was. Did I end up calling Mullen? I don't think I spoke to Mullen. I don't remember speaking to Mullen. I did? I can't even. I did. I wish him congratulations on his appointment. Yeah, I did. Thank you. All right. Just Google any zip code from the state they represent before you call so you know when you have one ready to go. It's very easy to make one up. It's very easy to make one up. Hey, Jacob Castro, radio the stream. God bless you, brother. You're speaking for us, Joe, not lying, leading, not. Oh, you know what? That's actually a good idea. I can use your name. I'm speaking as your voice. I'm speaking as your name. I can use your voice. I have not yet called Josh Hawley. Anyone here from Missouri? The truth is, with the, I almost feel as if it's more effective with the GOP to basically tell them who I am, because it's like then I have like a little bit of a following, so that's not bad. I can do that. Let's go with Josh Hawley.
Capital operator, may I help you?
You can get Josh Hawley, please.
One moment.
Thank you for calling Senator Josh Hawley's office. If you are hearing this message, we are experiencing a high volume of calls and staff members are currently on the line with other constituents. Your call is important to Senator Hawley, and we encourage you to stay on the line while we connect you to the next available staff member.
Oh, yeah, I'll wait.
If you are a constituent and need help with a federal program or process, you may also request assistance online by visiting hawley.senate.gov and
I'll wait.
casework option from the home page or the contact tab in the top right-hand corner. The Senator values and appreciates your feedback and opinions. Please stay on the line and someone will be with you.
That's awesome. This is 100% true. It's 100% true.
Thank you for calling Senator Josh Hawley's office. If you are hearing this message, we are either experiencing a high volume of calls and all of our staff members are on the line with other constituents.
That's a good sign.
Or you are calling outside of normal business hours. Your call is important to Senator Hawley, and we encourage you to leave a message or to call back later. You may also visit hawley.senate.gov to share your opinion about legislation or a policy issue, or to request assistance with a federal program or process. Senator Hawley values and appreciates your feedback and opinions.
I don't think I'm getting a voice.
Thanks for calling.
Senator Hawley, this is Joe Neerman, aka Good Logic. I'm a lawyer and a political podcaster with 100,000 subs. And I'm calling to urge you to help get the Save America Act passed. The simplest way to get this thing done, as I'm sure you're aware, is to put the pressure on John Thune that this thing lives or dies with him. If he strictly applies the 2-speech limit, you don't need to invoke cloture. This thing is already passed through cloture the first time when you sent it down to the House. You don't need to go through all that. If he strictly applies it, it will pass. And if he does not, it will die. It's really that simple. It's all up to John Thune. And what we need is for base senators like yourself to go out there and make it public that if this thing lives, it's because of the legend of John Thune. And if it dies, it's because of the infamy of John Thune. That's what the world has to know. All of you and your fellow base senators need to go out there and let the world know this. And then John Thune will come through for us. If you don't do it, he won't, because he seems to want to kill this thing. We all see it. So I'm urging you, please let it be known this thing lives or dies with whether or not he strictly applies the 2-speech limit, and to plead with him to make sure he does, so that this thing will pass, get signed by the president, will actually have fair elections with integrity, transparency of integrity. That's what I'm urging for you. That's what all my fans are pleading with me for. I've got thousands of people watching these streams and me calling you guys, begging you to actually step up and get this thing passed, and that's how it gets done.
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. Your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now.
All right, that was good. I had a request here in the ghetto from Burger Q23 saying James Langford from Oklahoma. I met James Langford when I went to the inaugural ball. So let's try it.
U.S. Capitol, how may I direct your call?
Senator Langford, please. James
One
Langford.
moment for transfer.
Thank you.
This is Senator James Langford. It's an absolute honor to be able to serve you in the United States Senate, and I appreciate your call. If you'd like to send an email to me or to find out my stance on current issues, you can always go to my website, langford.senate.gov, and get that information right now. If you'd like to leave a message, please do that. Press 1, and you'll be transferred to me or one of my staff members, and so you can leave a message for us. If you'd like information about office locations or hours of operations, you can press 2. Thank you for contacting my office. Please leave your message here after the tone, and please include your name, address, email address, and phone number so we can follow up with you. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Langford, this is Joe Neerman, a.k.a. Good Logic. I had the pleasure and privilege of meeting you at the inaugural ball in January 2025, and we spoke about issues at that time. I'm actually calling different senators right now because I have 100,000 followers who all urge me to help get the Save America Act passed. And the way it gets passed is by Senator John Thune, as the GOP Senate Majority Leader, strictly invoking the 2-speech limit. strictly invoking that, if you is strictly applying that to speech limit, that is the only way this thing will ever pass. It's already gone through cloture. You don't have to get your 60 votes. All you need to do is strictly apply the to speech limit so they can't get up and down, up and down, up and down 47 times. You strictly apply that and then put it to a vote. You'll need a simple majority and it will pass. And what you need to do is make clear to the American public that if this thing lives and succeeds, it's because of John Thune, and his name should be remembered as a legend. And if it dies, it is on his head alone, because he's the one who is killing it by failing to strictly apply standard senatorial rules. Make this clear to the public, and if he feels that public pressure that everyone knows this is up to him whether this lives or die, that we don't care about no speaking points or people going on the record or useless crap like that. We just need this thing passed. It will pass. It's popular. 85% of the entire American body is looking for this thing to pass. That's countless Democrats all agree. We need to have integrity, transparency, and integrity of elections, and you can help push him into actually making sure it goes
the
through.
maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, 3. To re-record it, 4. To add to it, 5. To discard it. Your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so now. Goodbye.
Okay, here we go next. I like it. I like it. That's a great call. I missed that. That's a great call. That's a great call. I'm just torn about whether I say he, him, or something else. What do you think? He, him, or something else? Zer. Yeah, let's see who we got. I never heard of Peter Welch from Vermont. Okay, let's see what we got. Marsha Blackburn's a good call. Marsha Blackburn's a good call. Let's do her.
Any gentleman direct your call?
Senator Marsha Blackburn, please.
1 moment.
Hey, this is...
Thank you for contacting the office of Senator Marsha Blackburn. Your call is important to us. Please leave your name, contact information, where you are calling from, and a detailed message. Urgent casework matters will be handled accordingly. All other calls will be returned as soon as possible. You can also leave us a message through our website at www.blackburn.senate.gov. Thank you for the opportunity to assist you.
Senator Blackburn, this is Joe Neerman, a.k.a. Good Logic. I'm a lawyer turned podcaster. I cover political stuff. And the reason I'm calling is to urge you on behalf of my 100,000 subscribers to help get the Save America Act passed. And this is a simple matter. This is not a very complicated thing. It's already passed through cloture once the first time you sent it down to the House. I know they revised it. You don't need to go through cloture a second time. If there's a vote for cloture to invoke cloture, that is a cyanide pill that John Thune is taking purposefully. What we need to do is we need to push Senator Thune to strictly apply the two-speech limit. That's all we need. If he strictly applies it, this thing passes. In order to get him to do that, I am urging you and your fellow based senators, which you're probably the most based woman in DC. So to let the public know this thing lives or dies based on one person's decision, and that person is John Thune. Let all the pressure mount on him that MAGA and the GOP will always remember what he did in this moment. And that if he strictly applies the rules, it passes. And if he doesn't, it dies. It's that simple. So please, I'm begging you, get this thing passed by getting the public message out there that this thing, living or dying, is up to John Thune and no one else. Not Mitch McConnell, not anyone else. It's just John Thune. It's his call ultimately. Please help put the pressure on him. I know you can do it. We can get this thing passed, have integrity in our elections and
You have reached
transparency.
the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, 3. To re-record it, 4. To add to it, 5. Your message has been sent. If you would like to try an extension, you may do so
Calling from
now.
America. Save America.
Goodbye.
That's not bad. But they're going to look at me like I'm a kook. It's true. I'm calling from America urging you to save me. All right. Okay. Let me check over the ghetto, make sure I haven't missed anything over there. I only got like 20 minutes left. So if you have like a specific request, let me know. Bill Cassidy. I don't know Ted Budd. Susan Collins. What do I want to say to Susan Collins? She recently signed on, right? I think she did sign on to it. Let's ask Grok. Grok, can you give me Susan Collins' most recent stance on the Save America bill? And provide a source, because I don't trust you. Nope. I'll try that again. Well, he's not talking, but he is writing. Susan Collins. Most recent public stance in America Act comes from mid-February 2026. She notes she supports the House-passed version, calling it a simple reform for election security. She backs requiring proof of citizenship. She cast a yes vote. Okay. Let's help keep her strong. Let's help keep her on board. Best we can hope for from her is a yes vote.
Capital operator, may I help you?
Yeah, Susan Collins, please.
One moment.
calling Senator Collins' Washington, D.C. office. Our office is open on weekdays from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. We are sorry we were unable to answer your call. If you would like a response, please submit your message through our online contact form on Senator Collins' website, which can be found at collins.senate.gov. From there, click the contact button.
Who cares?
If you would like to leave an opinion or concern to be shared with Senator Collins, please press 1. For information on how to reach Senator Collins,
if you would like to leave an opinion on current issues, please leave a message after the beep. If you would like a response, please leave your full name, phone number, email address, and mailing address. Additionally, you may also email the Senator through our website, collins.senate.gov, under the Contact tab.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Collins, I just wanted to thank you for your support of the Save America Act and urge you to just continue in your support, doing a remarkable job there. And this is something that we obviously need in order to ensure the integrity of our elections, and not merely the integrity, but let's face it, the transparency of integrity, that Americans have trust in our system. It's good enough. It's not good enough that we get the number right. It has to be a number that Americans feel a reason to rely that it's accurate. And we can't have that without the Save America Act. So I very much appreciate your support and wanted to condone you for that and say thank you for that. And please continue your great work in Congress. God bless and Godspeed. You gotta know what you're gonna get. That's as good. That's she's already on board. It's like, just give her like a little bit of a encouragement. Keep it going. Keep it going. All right. Should we try? Rand Paul is a confusing one to me. It confuses me. Where does he stand on the Save America Act? Grok, are you there? Being all funky. Grok, are you there?
Yeah, right here. What's up?
What's Rand Paul's position on the Save America Act?
Checking Rand Paul's take on that. Rand Paul is a strong supporter of the Save America Act, also called the SAVE Act. He's actually a co-sponsor of the Senate version, and he's been vocal about pushing it forward. In recent posts and interviews, like one from just yesterday, he said he's voting to advance it, calling it simple election integrity, prove citizenship, show ID, and go in person to vote. He argues mail-in ballots are less trustworthy since no one's watching who fills them out, and Kentucky already does photo ID plus paper ballots, so other states should too. He's even demanded a floor vote, saying blocking it hides where senators really stand. No signs he's wavering. Looks like a solid yes from him.
Okay, let's call him. Yeah, I was thinking about Cassidy. Hello. 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 Let's try this again.
Capital, I may direct your call.
Senator Rand Paul, please.
Thank you for calling the Washington, D.C. office of United States Senator Rand Paul. Sorry we cannot get to the phone right now. Please leave a message with your name, phone number, and email. Thank you.
Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
Senator Paul, I'm calling to urge you to help get the Save America Act passed. And the best way and most effective way to get this passed is to actually make publicly known that the survival and passage of this bill or its death lies in the hands of one person, that is Senator John Thune. That if Senator Thune strictly applies the 2 speech limits, this thing will pass. If he fails to do that, it will die. And that his name will be remembered as a legend who got this thing passed.
You have reached the maximum length for a recording. To send this message, press pound or hang up. To play it, 3. To re-record it,
How long
4.
was that?
To add to it, 5. To discard it, 6.
Senator Paul, I'm calling to urge you to help get the Save America Act passed. And the best way and most effective way to get this passed is to actually make publicly known that the survival and passage of this bill or its death lies in the hands of one person, that is Senator John Thune. That if Senator Thune strictly applies the 2 speech limits, this thing will pass. If he fails to do that, it will die. And that his name will be remembered as a legend who got this thing passed.
To send this message, press pound or hang up.
30
To
seconds,
play
what they
it,
give me.
3.
I'm not going to get better than
re-record
that.
it, 4. To add to it, your message has been sent.
I'm not going to get better than that. That's really, well, that's a very short voicemail, but I'm not going to, I got the essential points out there. Okay. Let's see who we got. Oh, Cassidy. All right, we can go Cassidy.
Capital Operator, may I help you?
Can I get Bill Cassidy, please?
One moment, please.
Thank you.
Cassidy's office, how may I help you?
Yeah, hi. I'm calling about the Save America Act. I'm calling to urge you to help get it passed. And I understand that Senator Cassidy supports the bill, but if this thing is never going to pass if they take a vote to invoke cloture, but they don't have to do that. The way they avoid that is, since this is already passed through the Senate once, you don't need to invoke cloture. Senatorial rules, as I'm sure Senator Cassidy is aware, just simply say that strictly apply the 2 speech limit. And if Senator Thune says we're going to strictly apply that, eventually Democrats will run out of things to talk about. They're not going to be able to come back more than twice. And then you take a vote. You only need 51 people to get it to pass. So I'm urging that he please pushes and makes public that this thing passing or dying is up to Senator John Thune strictly applying that. And if it passes, it's because he's a legend and stands up for what's right. And if it dies, it's because he fell short in the most critical moment of his life. And he either becomes a legend or lives in infamy, because this is something 85% of all Americans are supporting. We all know we need to have not just integrity, but the transparency of integrity, that our election is sacred and proper. So I want to pass that along to Senator Cassidy, that he should help make public that this is up to Senator Thune, whether the Save America Act ends up passing or dying on the vine, dying in the Senate. You got all that?
Okay. Yes, I got all that. I'll pass it along.
About the 2 speech limit and about him pressuring, like, the making public that everyone should be aware of the 2 speech limit, that can be strictly applied, and it's up to Senator Thune. Can you, Pat, make sure you include that?
Yes, sir, I'll include that. And could I get the name of the parish you're calling from?
I'm not. No. So I'm not. My name is Joe Neerman. I'm also known as Good Logic. I'm a podcaster who's streaming to 100,000 subscribers, and I'm calling on behalf of some of my subscribers who asked me to call specifically Senator Cassidy because they have confidence in him, and they figured that I can present what they're. I'm presenting what they're asking me to pass along, and as an American, I'm coming forward and saying, please help save America.
Okay, sir, I'll pass along your messages.
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
Yes, of course. Bye-bye. Have a great day.
What's your name, by the way, just so I can make a note for that.
Unfortunately, I'm not comfortable giving out my name
Fair
due to
enough.
security reasons.
Okay.
But,
I don't want you feeling comfortable. Then no further questions. Have a great day.
okay. All right. Bye-bye. Have a great day, sir.
Take care. Well, thank you, American Dreamer. I appreciate you too. I appreciate all the people who are willing to sit and listen to me. All right. Let's see what we got. They're all co-sponsors. I think they have 50 co-sponsors. But that doesn't mean they're not going to stand behind it. It took me a second when she asked that question, and then I remembered that in Louisiana, they don't call it counties, they call it parishes. Like Louisiana is subdivided into parishes. So I was like, wait, will you just assume my faith? And I was like, oh no, wait, that's a political question. So yeah. Okay, what else we got? What else have we got? We got time for one more call. There's someone who's vocal. I come from MAGA Parish. Yeah, Tim Scott is a vocal person. He's not a bad call. He's not a bad call. That's not bad. Let's go there. Like I said, I only got time for one more call and then I gotta go.
You've reached the United States Capitol switchboard. Please say the name of the senator or representative that you are trying to reach, or say, I'm not sure.
Tim Scott.
Connecting you to the office of Senator
Tim Scott.
Dialing.
Office of Senator Tim Scott, how can I help you?
Hey, how you doing? My name is Joe Neerman, also known as Good Logic. I'm a lawyer turned podcaster with 100,000 subs, and I'm calling different senators today at the request of my audience to try and help urge them to get the Save America Act passed. And specifically, what I want to urge Senator Scott to please do is to point out that we never need to invoke cloture on this bill. It's already past that threshold when you first sent it down to the House. And that the public is aware that this whole thing, living or dying, ultimately is up to John Thune. If he strictly applies the 2-speech limit, as he should, as is part of the senatorial rules, in that case, eventually they'll run out of different speeches to throw up there, and this thing will come to a simple majority vote, which we will win. And if he does not do that, we will lose. And this is something that 85% of Americans, left and right, all want to see happen, because we need to have not just integrity, but transparency of integrity elections. So the reason I'm calling your office specifically is because Tim Scott is actually a very smart senator. He's a based senator. He's someone who I trust and rely on. And that's why I'm urging him to help make public that this whole thing, living or dying, and not just being some stupid voting on the record thing, but actually making it into law, is up to one person, and that's John Thune, strictly applying standard senatorial rules. So if Tim Scott and his fellow senators go out there and make public that it's up to John Thune whether or not this thing lives or dies, John Thune will step up, and it'll live. And if he does, but if the fellow senators don't do this, and Thune thinks that he can get away with, saying, well, what can we do? The Democrats, we couldn't get 60 votes. Well, all that other crap, which is not true as far as what needs to happen here, that he's going to be exposed as being a fraud and an utter failure. So that's what I'm urging Tim Scott to help make that public and put the pressure on John Thune, because then he'll step up and he'll do it, and we'll get this thing passed into law. I'm sure you want it passed into law. I'm sure you do, because everyone wants it passed into law, and that's how it gets passed.
Yes, sir. I absolutely understand those concerns, and I'm more than happy to pass them along to the senator for you.
Were you taking notes about the whole two-speech limit thing? Did you get? Because I want to make sure that this is, and about putting that pressure on John Thune, and that's what I'm asking for from Tim Scott.
Yes, sir.
All right, I appreciate that, and I appreciate Senator Scott. I thank you and him for your service.
Of course. Thanks for giving us a call. You have a good one.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Tell Democratic senators none of your buddies are buying the married women or passport arguments or the 21 million disenfranchised. It's all BS. All right. I've got to get going. Today is Lady Logic's birthday. I think I'll be streaming, but I'm not sure, because we're probably celebrating her Hebrew birthday, which is next week. But I think I'll be streaming, but I'm not sure. I mean, you'll find that at goodlogic.locals.com. I like this, though. I'm going to try to remember this. The married women or the passport arguments. So it's a great point. So, yeah, I think it's exactly her 21st birthday. I'm a cradle robber. Speaking of which, the gray beard is coming in, no? There you go. It's coming in. All right. So, yeah, that's basically what I got for you all here today. And I'll probably see you later. If so, it'll probably be with Sin, because it's Wednesday. So I have called Thune's office. I've called him several times. Obviously. I plan on calling him several more times. I'm going to keep coming back to this. This is something that I feel as if I'm actually helping getting something done. To put up or shut up time. And I want to basically be able to know when all is said and done, I did everything I possibly could. And I'm going to urge each and every one of you. You should be calling senators too. I understand that, it's fun. It's, more convenient to watch me doing it. I get that. And I definitely appreciate your support here. But I'm urging you, pick up the phone, call a senator, tell them pass the Save America Act. It could be your senator, it could be someone else's senator. Doesn't matter. Let them feel the pressure. Let them know that America is watching them. And let John Thune know, especially, that America is going to blame him or praise him, depending on whether or not this thing lives or dies. I never called Mitch McConnell. I don't think I spoke with him. Drunk Joe always speaks the truth. That I'm not even joking about. I'm a very truthful drunk. So, anyway, awesome. All right. Hopefully, I will see you all later. And till then, they say, that meat, not for you, they, them, and don't eat a bug. Take care. Godspeed.